appreciate that, Harlan. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset coming into today.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing when they put things out to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way who wins this one.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to throw on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Myers on the move. Right side, it's Cunningham. Makes a tackle, and he might have room.
Touchdown, Canes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expecting. Superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and ensuring their dominance.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it to the right side. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Canes offense comes out of the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gotta make the play on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line. You got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Hines is tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Tells to run, looking to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout.
No, sir.
We reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter.
Miami 7, Florida State 0.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Going to the ground. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll try the left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, second and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's third down. What do you do now?
The Hurricanes are facing third and inches. Got it, looking for the first down.
Touchdown, Canes!
Getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tells to run, lost the pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
No, sir.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Great place to start for this offense. Changing the routes with his receiver. Snap it to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the second.
Makes the grab in their space. Lots of room after the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. I saw it right there.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead.
Touchdown, Cavs!
Coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Florida State, 7 play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Duckworth. Rush is on. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The run to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs, and they hopefully move the football.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, he has to have it. Extending the play. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Look out! There he goes! Oh, what a cut! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Big march to the red zone, and here they go. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense all over it. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connor in our EA Sports College Football Studio update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Illini looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Back to pass, it's Duckworth. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Got rid of it just in time. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Comes out ready to go to work. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up second and 10.
Well, Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
He's past the sticks.
Touchdown, Cave!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, but who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Davis. Turning it on. He's got the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and you've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Lions on the move. He's got an open man. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short, making that official reach for his flag. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Duckworth. Still looking to his right. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Florida State, 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got for the first down. That gives him 100 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Moving out to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass.
No, sir.
Affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jetson, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and Dave, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close, they'll strip away at that thing. Get your hands on it, the ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Fresh center downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if this guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on his hands.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
To the air. It's Duckworth. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it rolls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pulling their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game. And you just saw another one right there. This offensive...
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
In the situation we're in, every 2 possessions, they obviously have to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Swings it out to his running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football.
Touchdown, Kings!
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game. It doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Yeah, speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. And when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for a big play. Interception.
No, sir.
Defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Give your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways. They love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Lyle again. Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive.
Breaks free.
Touchdown, Cavs.
With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor in these guys' offense.
Miami, 49. Florida State, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Davis will throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Unloads it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. No, he's good. He's smart with the football, and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Throws for the tight end. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. they played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Tommy Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.